The equation of a line could be represented in the form y equals mx plus b, where m represents the slope and b represents the y-intercept. For each equation, state the slope and the y-intercept and graph it. 2 is m, and your m is the number next to your variable, your independent variable. B is the number that doesn't have a variable. That's your constant. You always start with your B, your y-intercept. So on your graph, you put a point where your y-axis is 4. And then you look at your slope. Your slope is a whole number and you want to make it a fraction. So put 2 over 1. This means that you rise 2 and you run 1. So start at your y-intercept, go up 2 over 1. Put a point. Then you keep that pattern, up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. Then you can go in the opposite direction, down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. Let's talk about other key points on your graph. So this point, that's your y-intercept, where your graph touches the y-axis. This point, that's your x-intercept, where your graph touches the x-axis. You can also call it your 0. If I say find your 0, you look at where the graph touches the x-axis, or you find your x-axis. On example 6, your slope, or your m, is negative 3 over 2. Your b, or your y-intercept, is negative 3. So you start at negative 3 on the y-axis. Since it's negative, you go down 3 over 2. So down 3 over 2. Down 3 over 2. Then go in the opposite direction. Up 3 over 2. Up 3 over 2. Up 3 over 2. So again, you see how I started at the y-intercept. I went down 3 over 2. Down 3 over 2. So once you have all of your points, just draw a straight line through it. Again, the point where it touches the y-axis, that's your y-intercept. The point where it touches the x-axis, that's your x-intercept. You could also call your x-intercept your 0. Okay, next page. So your m on this example is negative 4. Your b, well, you don't have a constant number after your x. So you don't have a b, so it's 0. So you're going to start at 0 on the y-axis. So that's right in the middle. So since my slope is not a fraction, you're going to put it over 1. Because the slope is negative, you go down 4 over 1. So count down 4 over 1. down 4 over 1. And then go up 4 over 1. Up 4 over 1. So on this one, on this graph, your x-intercept, your y-intercept is the same point because it's at 0, 0. So that means that's your x-intercept and your y-intercept. Okay, last example. Slope is 5 over 3. B, or your y-intercept, is negative 4. So you start on the y-axis at negative 4. You're going to go up 5 over 3. Up 5 over 3. Down 5 over 3. And that's it.